I'm Pete Lewis with the City of Auburn, and this is an exciting day for me because it culminates and it starts off another part of an agreement, of a partnership with a whole group of people, far-sighted people, who've really been looking at how to do more in our community. Now, our partner in this enterprise, one of our partners, Waste Management. And we have some folks here from Waste Management we're going to be talking about, but we started into negotiations about extending the contract. And our city council members who are very wise, and as you know, I think the best council in the entire region. I've got council member Rich Wagner, Rich, Bill Pelosa, John Holman. Don't hold up both hands, John. And I don't think I have any other of my council members here right now. They were staying inside. But our council, working with this, heard about Waste Management's efforts with CNG, compressed natural gas. And we talked about it a great deal, and I started looking into it and some of the things that have been done across the United States. And I knew they were going to work on their fuel farm, and I also had seen where they'd had retail locations. I very much wanted one. I talked to council about it, and they agreed, and we started on this new effort that you're going to see here before us. I'm hoping, now this is my personal hope, when Waste Management started working with the city, when they started talking about their fuel farm, which means that their disposal trucks will all be on compressed natural gas. That's a great idea, and we think a great facility. Having a retail CNG station in our city, having CNG stations in other cities, I think is a very practical way to do business in our state. I would like to see more of these stations throughout the state of Washington in strategic places. Now, the compressed natural gas for the big trucks works very well. It does for our fleet vehicles as well, and we are going to start taking steps to ensure that we are buying CNG-capable vehicles for the city of Auburn, for the future of Auburn, for our citizens. With the supplies of compressed natural gas that it is available in our area and the costs, it is something that we should be looking for in a 21st century city. This partnership, and again, I keep talking about partnerships, one of our oldest businesses here has stepped into the 21st century at the same time with Small & Sons and Steve Small, who came forward and became one of our partners in doing this. Beyond that, I've also been working with World CNG to see if I can get vehicles from them that run on compressed natural gas, and maybe I might even get one of these days as well. One can hope. This is all about partnerships. I'll say it over and over again. And part of our strategic partnership with Waste Management, Rob Sherman, Director of Operations for Waste Management, is here to tell us why that their company, as a corporate move, chose to put a CNG station here in Auburn. Well,
thank you, Mayor Lewis, members of the Auburn City Council, Chamber, and other honored guests. We're so happy you're here with us today. I also want to thank our partner, Steve Small of Small & Sons. You know, when I went to look for a company that we could partner with, I had a chance to meet Steve. And when I realized this was a family-owned business that started here 53 years ago in Auburn, I knew that was who we wanted to partner with. Because see, Auburn's very important to us. Auburn is actually one of Waste Management's most prized sustainability partners. And it's not just now because you have a new CNG retail fueling station, it's bigger than that. We've been servicing Auburn, as you know, for many years, and our new contract in 2011, under Mayor Lewis's leadership, Auburn stepped up their commitment to achieving aggressive sustainability goals. And now Auburn is attaining greater waste reduction, and you're also reducing greenhouse gas emissions by using compressed natural gas collection vehicles, and now offering a public fueling station like we're here today at. See, the benefits of using CNG are impressive, and that is why Waste Management is transitioning our entire collection fleet of over 18,000 vehicles to compressed natural gas. We have over 300 of them here in the Pacific Northwest area. You see, when using compressed natural gas, greenhouse gas emissions are reduced by over 21% compared to using standard diesel. Every collection truck that is transitioned, and these are the collection trucks behind us, to natural gas eliminates the use of 8,000 gallons of diesel fuel per year. And you know what? Not only is the air cleaner, but CNG vehicles run quieter than traditional diesel engines, resulting in less noise in your neighborhood and in your business districts. The best part about this new CNG facility is that now all vehicles in Auburn and across the region can enjoy the benefits of CNG. That's cleaner air, quieter streets, and a more sustainable planet. Last year I stood with Mayor Lewis and members of the City Council as we celebrated a new fleet of waste management CNG collection trucks for Auburn. Today again, I stand with the city's leadership to celebrate the opening of a new waste management public CNG fueling station. Mayor Lewis and the council have charted ambitious and successful goals for the city. The citizens of Auburn are fortunate to have leadership of your caliber and the council's caliber focused on sustainability, and Waste Management is exceedingly grateful for your partnership. I now act to introduce Steve Small with Small & Sons.
When Rob Sherman from Waste Management showed up at our Auburn office back in January 2012 to propose a new compressed natural refueling station at the fuel farm, we didn't throw him out. We listened. This is not a new idea. It was tried in the Northwest back in the late 80s. The equipment and compressors were not dependable and they had no support. It didn't work. Today, with Cummins Engine, Ford, and other manufacturers building CNG vehicles and World CNG of Kent converting new and used vehicles, new demand has been created for CNG. Today, what you see at the fuel farm is the state of the art. Compressors, dispensers, card rears with support and maintenance. This CNG refueling station is available to commercial and retail customers. It's very user-friendly. It has lightweight hoses, it's fast fill, available 24 hours, 7 days a week with a Small & Sons CFN card. For cash or check or bank card, our attendants available 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, from 8 in the morning to 12 noon on Saturday. If you'd like them to fill your vehicle, they can do that for you at no charge. Any day, and I talked to OPW this morning, we should have the clearance to clear Visa, MasterCard, and American Express through the card reader for anybody that wants to come in. But we're waiting for that right now. It should be here anytime. Waste Management is a great company to partner with. They're a community leader, and I want to thank them in advance for years to come. This whole facility came together in less than a year. From an idea to pumping compressed natural gas, including permitting, which is not an easy thing to do. I'd like to thank some of the folks and companies that made it happen. Auburn Mayor Pete Lewis for always thinking outside the box. Waste Management, Rob Sherman and his staff. The Auburn City Council, Auburn Chamber, Auburn Planning and Building Department. They were instrumental in understanding this project because it was really new. We only had one problem when we first started developing the site, and the first thing we had to do was dig the footings for the canopies. And all the prints didn't show this, but we found a 24-inch cast iron steel forced sewer line that nobody knew about. And the contractor, I was here, and the contractor looked at us, wow, we got a problem now. And we called the city, and within a half an hour, they're all here, and they discovered it was abandoned years ago, and they said, cut it out. So we cut it out. And we lost 2 hours of time. Valley Regional Fire Authority, they understood the project here too, because this is something new for the fire department to have to defend. They went through all the piping, they knew where all the safety valves are at. They helped write the book for shutting down if there's an emergency. Puget Sound Energy, they supply the natural gas. We're fortunate to have enough gas going down C Street to supply the needs of a machine like this for fast filling. You can't do this just every place. ET Environmental was a project management company that came in to keep the project on time and on budget. And there was a Troy Quinnell and a Mark Lawson that did a great job. Northwest Pump and Equipment, they actually supplied some of the equipment to make all the piping and the dispensers and this compressor made up together. OPW Petrovend was the last to come in with electronics to make the card reader talk to the pump, the compressor, and basically credit card systems. So they were the last component here. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today because basically it didn't rain and it's nice. It was yesterday a bit windy, but it's a nice day. Pete.
Thank you, and I think everybody will agree that's the longest speech we've ever heard Steve Small make. And he did a wonderful job at it, and he showed his commitment to his company, to his employees, to his city, to the community, to the chamber. He has been an active member every step of the way in this process. We have the possibility in the Pacific Northwest of having a CNG network that, first of all, the cities, I believe, can lead the way working with Waste Management and other companies. We can use our cities as a vehicle to have both fuel farms and retail stations. The more of these fuel farms, the more of these retail stations that we can have throughout our area, throughout not just the Puget Sound, but the entire state, the higher the probability that more of these vehicles will be purchased, that more will be used, that we will have in our own way affected a change in the whole region by having a cleaner fuel, a better product, cleaner air for our children and the children to come. Every one of you, all of you have taken a part of this in our future for our children. What a marvelous thing to be able to do by working together in partnership. One other little announcement. I know that you all know about this really large truck here that runs on CNG. But look at the Ford Escape right in front of it. That's also a CNG car. Look at the Cube truck right behind you. So is that. There are many uses. There are many things that we can do. World CNG, which is still located in North Auburn, that would be Kent. We've worked with them and a number of folks, but they have vehicles ready for changeover right now. It's available. You can make a difference, your company can make a difference, and we need to be spreading the word in all the areas of the state, talking to city councils, talking to the mayors and administrators, talking to the chambers of commerce about making a difference for ourselves and our future with a new generation of vehicles for clean air, for a clean community, for a clean future. With that,
Mayor Lewis, can I introduce one?
you sure can.
Mayor Lewis was talking about expanding beyond the Pacific Northwest, and we actually have with us today Stephanie Minen, who's with Western Cities Clean Cities, Western Washington Clean Cities, and she's the program manager for that, and she wants to talk just a few minutes before we cut the ribbon about how this plays into their goals as well. Stephanie?
Thank you, Rob. One of the things, again, as he mentioned, I'm with Western Washington Clean Cities Coalition, which is a designated coalition under the U.S. Department of Energy's Clean Cities Initiative, and our central goal is to reduce petroleum use in the transportation sector. We're also housed within Puget Sound Clean Air Agency, and as many of you know, the largest source of pollution in our region is from the transportation sector. So everything that we can do to reduce diesel use is really helping our air quality and helping reduce that pollution. Our main job really is to help bring you customers to this station. We've already heard from fleets in the Auburn region who are really excited about this station and want to transition over to natural gas fuel. So we work with fleets, we help them find financing, we help them learn about the fuels, their fueling options, help get them into the vehicles, and also just help share experiences. So we really want to bring the city of Auburn into that network as well as the many businesses that you have here. From the perspective of the Clean Cities Coalition, this location in the city of Auburn is strategically one of the best locations for natural gas fueling infrastructure. We are so excited about how many fleets you have in this region that we can work with now to bring them into natural gas. And one of the other things we really think is important is what Waste Management brings to this partnership, that is by providing public fueling infrastructure. There are many fleets who can't perhaps buy, wholesale, convert over all of their fleet vehicles. If they have 25 vehicles, they might not be able to make the investment to switch all of their trucks over at once and also put in their own fueling infrastructure. So public fueling like this means that they can maybe switch over a couple of trucks, get into, try the natural gas, as well as even smaller fleets who can rely exclusively on a station like this. So we really congratulate the City of Auburn and Waste Management for this strategic location. This is now the 7th public CNG fueling station that we have in the Puget Sound region. So this is a fantastic addition. So Waste Management is really an impressive example of a private sector company going above and beyond and investing in the communities that they serve. So we recognize and congratulate the City of Auburn and Waste Management and their partners for the outstanding local and national leadership and for helping to build our region's 7th compressed natural gas fueling station. Thank you.
Step into the 21st century with compressed natural gas.